Welcome back, brothers and sisters. I'm Braden. This is Langley Outdoors Academy, and thank you for stopping by. All right, guys, since we last spoke this morning around 1:30, the news has gotten even dimmer than it was before. There are now 13 family members of our United States military which will no longer be coming home needlessly. There are now 13 families that are going to have one less person around the table this holiday season because of feckless ineptitude. I went into it in depth, and the answer, at least from my perspective, in the video that we did earlier this morning, it's linked in the description box below, and it's linked in a card for your review as well. Check that video out, because it is time for men and women of courage to stand up, because the times are getting dark, and we need to light the fire in our bellies. Check the video out. I don't want to go into the whole thing again, but it's been received pretty well. The video that we're going to talk about right now is a big hypothetical. Over the past 8 months, we've been really into the analysis of what's going to happen. What's the why behind the gun control decisions? What's it going to mean for the Second Amendment advocacy? What's it mean for us as patriots in the United States? And today's video is no different. It's a little more hypothetical. Honestly, I think this is becoming more and more likely as this situation unfolds more and more. I think the unfortunate count, we're at almost to 100 people. And the question, I'm sure, is in your mind. You can let me know in the comments field below if you'd like. Is there going to be a Harris presidency pretty soon? My personal opinion, the man should resign. He's lost any modicum of honor that he had left. He should not be fulfilling that office. That's just my opinion. But the calls for the resignation of Biden are becoming stronger and louder. For example, this is what they look like right here. You've got Josh Hawley. To say that today's loss of American lives in Kabul is sickening does not begin to do justice to what has happened. It is enraging. And Joe Biden is responsible. It is now clear beyond all doubt that he has neither the capacity nor the will to lead, and he must resign. Kevin Hearn, also representative. Biden has failed the American people as commander-in-chief and does not deserve the respect of that title any longer. Both of those I completely agree with, the deepest part of my soul. Joe Biden, Kamala Harris, Anthony Blinken, Lloyd Austin, and General Milley should all resign and face impeachment and removal from office. That's from Senator Marsha Blackburn. So these calls are not small. Nikki Haley and other Republicans call for Biden's resignation or impeachment after attack at Kabul airport. So the calls are out there. The wolves are gathering. But what does it mean for the Second Amendment, the advocacy, if there is a Harris presidency? And that's what we're going to talk about on the hypothetical tonight. Let's just assume for this hypothetical in the why portion of this channel that Harris escapes, she completely evades any responsibility, and Biden resigns by himself and Harris is installed. Well, the first thing that a lot of people are really concerned about is that Pelosi would be vice president. That's not true. Okay, just so you know, the Constitution lays out the new president, in this case Harris, would select someone to be the VP, and they have to get a majority vote in the House and in the Senate. It has to be both. It's not just automatically the Speaker of the House. That's important to note, and I've got everything right here. For example, what does the Constitution say about secession? This is the 25th Amendment to the Constitution. It's true that if the president cannot serve his or her full term, the vice president assumes the role of president. In case of the removal of the president from office or of his death or resignation, which resignation should happen, the vice president shall become president. Section 1 of the 25th Amendment reads, but it's not true that the Speaker of the House or any other predetermined individual automatically becomes vice president. Upon becoming president, the former vice president would choose another individual to become his or her vice president. Whenever there is a vacancy in the office of the vice president, the president, this is the new one, shall nominate a vice president who shall take office upon confirmation by a majority vote of both houses of Congress. Section 2 of the amendment explains. So this is not automatically Pelosi, and that's important to note. But now let's just assume that everything goes through there, and let's just say Harris is president. What does that mean for gun control? Or gun rights? Probably not gun rights, most likely gun control. We know that Harris is an anti-gunner. She's a pro-gun control. She has been her whole career. We know this. But what does it actually mean for us on a federal level? Honestly, nothing that tremendous will change. You might have a few cabinet positions change up. I doubt it, but it's possible. You might have that happen. You're going to have more executive overreach through the State Department and the ATF. 100% that'll happen. You'll probably have more incarcerations along with their previous record in California. But overall, legislatively, nothing. Nothing will happen legislatively because it's going to be stained from this event. Then you've got the judicial. Judicial is nothing's going to happen on the fore end. The only bad thing is that new president could then appoint new justices, really any judge. That's really the only thing you're going to look at from executive, judicial, and legislative. You're not going to see that much of a difference. So the number one thing that I wanted to do in this video is I wanted you to explain, one, Should he resign? Yes, he should resign. It's disgraceful what has occurred. 2, is Harris going to be the president if that happens? Yes, if she escapes the stain of this event. Is it automatically going to be Speaker of the House Pelosi? No, it is not. It's going to be nominated by the new president, which would be Harris in this hypothetical, and then has to be confirmed by a majority in both houses, the Senate and the House. Or yeah, the House and the Senate. So it's not as clear cut as Pelosi gets in. So that's kind of a relief. It's like, out of the frying pan and into the lake of firing lava. And that's the really big thing. And legislatively, executively, and judicially, really the only path that she would be able to go in this hypothetical would be executive. But that's what I've got for you guys tonight. I know it's on the top of my mind, so I figured it'd be on top of yours as well. Let me know if you guys think so in the comments below. And until tomorrow, I'm Braden. See you later.